And I think we are live. Yes, we are. Right. I'm just gonna quickly check we are live because sometimes sometimes it plays up.
The volume up.
No, I can't because I'll get copyright claimed.
Ah,
Yeah, there we go. Right, yeah, it's working. So now, time to tweet that I'm live, and then we'll get straight into it. So yeah, they've just gone around on the formation lap. This is going to be a motorsports watch along of MotoGP, Moto2, Moto3, which is on right now, Formula 3, and Formula 1. It's going to be a long one, isn't it?
certainly is.
But yeah, we'll have Formula 3 straight after this. I think it might interlude at some point, but yeah. Yeah, they're heading around on the formation lap. It's the German Grand Prix at the Sachsenring, and it's been on the track for decades. If we were to have, if this is the nearest racing track, I think near Hamburg. It's
lovely. 28 degrees air temperature.
Indeed.
That's warm.
It is warm. Just plug this in. Just to plug it in my phone. Turn it off though. I'll have it turned off, and someone's already linked.
Good aerial view of the circuit there.
Yeah, very very good aerial view. I think I'll move it along a little bit. Oh, there we go. I accidentally rounded it back there. There we go. That should be good now because now I can see it, and you can still see me and Dad. So yeah, this is our sort of presenting studio. It's not a green screen. I can promise. This is the actual couch. And they're heading around through the final couple of corners now. At the moment, Pedro Acosta, who many are hailing as the next Marc Marquez, is leading the championship from Sergio Garcia, who of course won probably the most entertaining and the trickiest race in France. And then it's Jaume Masia in third, and Romano Fenati, who's had a pretty good start to the year so far.
Darren Binder,
you mean?
Darren Binder. I wonder if he got that penalty.
Yeah, he's started from the back and he's got a long lap penalty for an incident that happened in qualifying. It was.
What's the story about him then, Mr. Rossi?
The
story's going about that he's getting replaced by a Moto2 rider, i.e. Jake Dixon.
No way. Nah.
Yeah, Jake Dixon's supposed to be coming up from Moto2 to replace Rossi, but that's
I'd rather
hearsay through the paddock.
I'd rather have Vierge, but anyway, we're getting ready for the start of the race, and the lights are out for the German Grand Prix at the Sachsenring.
Oh, come on, McPhee.
Dad's a bit by it.
McPhee's got a good start there. He's fifth.
Yeah, not really a fantastic start, but you know.
Oh, keep out of trouble in the first bend.
My dad's good at technical analysis since he used to ride motorbikes quite a lot.
Oh, but that's tight.
Everyone's made it through though. McPhee's up to third. Second place at the moment is the CIP Green Power bike of Toba, and first is still the pole sitter. I forgot who. Philip Salak, who's starting from pole position.
First time.
The Czech, and at the moment Kaito Toba, and Philip Salach are pulling away at the moment from John McPhee, who's sort of the front of this massive queue. That's a Leopard and a Seek 58 bike battling away, and that would be.
It's number 24. It's Suzuki.
It's Suzuki, and I can't.
Oh, Suzuki's out in front.
Oh no, it's Suzuki.
Toba's second.
Yeah.
McPhee's third, Salak's fourth.
So actually,
Foggia's fifth.
So actually, I got confused. It's Suzuki that's leading, Salak down to fourth, but Toba into the lead.
Onku's 16th.
Toba's into the lead at the moment. He's just gotten it from Suzuki, and it's going to get even. This is just the start of it. It's not the sort of thing you'd see. This is not like a Mugello sort of race because there's only one straight on the whole track, and that's the main straight. And it's not a very long straight. Most of it's a very technical track.
It's no slipstream city, is it?
But here comes McPhee. No. McPhee side by side with Suzuki into turn one. He's gone on the brakes. McPhee up into second.
Oh!
Salak almost clipping the back there. Suzuki. And there's Foggia trying to get it done on him. And then you've got Lorenzo Fellon, I believe it is, in sixth place. I think it is. Yeah, it should be. And Toba's had a fantastic start, and so is McPhee. Toba's gone from fifth to first, and McPhee's gone from fourth to second.
Just to settle down, have a good race instead of argy-barging all the time.
Blootering each other off the track. Blootering isn't that a Scottish phrase?
Not the one that I use very often.
But yeah, it's a Scottish phrase for like basically punting someone off the track.
Foggy is coming up.
Yeah.
He's making progress.
Yes, Binder's is up in 12.
Wow.
But
he's got a long lap penalty to do. He's got to be able to take it now and just get his head down.
Exactly. I think he started at the back. He started at the back because not at the back. At the back of the Q2 group because he got disqualified for a poly incident.
There's Foggy up to
third.
He's
just got past. He's just got past.
Oh, he's on the green there as well.
And if you go on the green 3 times, then you get a penalty, a long lap penalty, which Darren Binder's got to take. That's a River Cold bike. And
right through that.
And it's a ride through for Binder's.
That's a race over.
Yeah, and fastest lap at the moment is Romano Fenati, just quicker than Acosta, who's just over a 10th quicker than Foggia.
I thought you said it was a long lap penalty. Right through. His race is over. We're right through. Oh, the one stepped up there.
Hello, Jamie Burnett. Welcome to the stream. That's the chat right there, Dad. So if you want to read some of the chat, if you had any questions for Dad, he'll happily answer.
Oh, who's that?
That is Romano Fenati.
No, it's not. It's number 31.
It's Fenati's
teammate.
It's Adrian Fernandez. And that's him down. How's your weekend going? Good. Football was yesterday. Obviously, Friday night. Scotland were playing. Got a draw against England, which to us is like winning the World Cup. We've had a rivalry with England since the 1100s. 1100s. Is that it?
We're only better than once in the last. That was the last game at Wembley, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, because we drew against them at Hampden and then drew against.
You and I were there. We were on telly.
Yeah, I'm from Scotland as well, so I was watching it. Nice. It was a really good game. And because I'm a 1/8 German and my dad's half German, we were watching the Germany game and
it's getting tight.
We were absolutely delighted. That is getting tight. You're right there, Dad.
It's a 20-wheeler out in front.
And look at that. Binder's
shaking
waving his hand. He's shaking his fist.
He's got right through, so
he's giving the
there he goes. He's going to take it. He's going to take it. Right. Watch his speed limit. Oh, he's locking up the back wheel there.
Yeah. He was locking up the back wheel there. He's got it. You got to keep to that speed limit.
Oh, that's 50 kilometers an hour in the pits. That just must seem so slow when you come down the main straight.
Exactly. When you're running at speeds of over 100 miles an hour on these motorbikes, on these little motorbikes.
60 horsepower. That's all I've got.
Exactly. How much is that? 120, 130, 140 mile an hour?
Yeah, do 145. Oh, he's went wide. Miggins went wide.
And
damn Binder, your race is over.
And Binder was sliding out of the pits there. A bit like
there's Foggy in front now.
Yeah. Foggy is in front. He just got past Toba. McPhee's down to third now. And Foggy on the Leopard. That's a very familiar place.
Look who's shot in the last few laps.
A certain young Spanish rider called Pedro Acosta.
He's was 80 a while ago.
Yeah, he was 8th on the last lap. That's how competitive Moto3 is. They are running through the very fast left-handers. And now they'll go into a near flat-out right. I think it is flat-out if I'm correct. Yes, it is.
Jamie's from Scotland as well.
Yeah, I know. I said that. But Acosta's going for it. Acosta down the inside of McPhee's up into third.
He's confident with his front end of his bike, isn't he?
Acosta is a very fast rider. If you were to compare him to a racing driver, well, it would be impossible to compare him to someone because he's such a fast rider. I mean, I reckon he'd be good enough for MotoGP right now, and he's only, 17 years old? 16, I think he is, actually. He's turning 17 this year.
He's getting past Suzuki.
And look at that, Toba gets passed by Acosta. Cooney's down. And that's Fernandez getting back on. And hello, Upshift. Upshift is a friend of the channel.
Cool.
Zaki, hello, my American friend. We were supposed to do a podcast for the last race of the year, but that's what happened with Cooney. Right out the last corner, he lost the back end, and he just went
too much power.
Exactly, too much power. If you get too much on the power, then
you're high side off.
Precisely. And at the moment, for those of you not knowing, this is Moto3 that we're currently watching. McPhee's into third. He's battling with Toba. There's Petronas bikes in this. There's KTM bikes. There's Red Bull bikes as well on the way. And there's also Leopard, which is like an energy drink in Belgium. And here comes Acosta going for the lead on Foggia. And it's a typical Pedro Acosta performance. He's going full beans. And McPhee is following Acosta. I wonder if they're going to try and both get Foggia together. Yellow
Yellow
flags.
He must be still in there.
And that'll be Cooney's bike getting collected from the gravel traps. And still Foggia leading. We've got 21 laps to go. It's a 27-lap race. It's a long race, but it's because it's one of the shortest tracks on the calendar.
Here
comes Acosta into the lead.
That's a block pass.
And that is a beautiful move. That is an absolutely amazing move. That's like, it's like listening to Bob Ross. It's so smooth and it's so soothing. I mean, that was a fantastic overtake. Cooney's under investigation.
There must be another bike involved then.
Thoughts on Albon's 14th to 4th performance? I do not watch DTM. I can imagine it was pretty decent. But the fact that Liam Lawson won that race shows that he is definitely good enough for Formula 1. If I was to give 5 drivers from Formula 2 that were good enough for F1, Lawson would be one of them. I think he'll be in the AlphaTauri in a few years' time if Gasly goes to somewhere like Mercedes. Are you watching the French Grand Prix? Yes, we will be watching the French Grand Prix. However, right now it is the German Grand Prix on the motorbikes that is currently happening. It's like Moto3, which is basically like Formula 3 in a way, but it's on motorbikes. Acosta's leading though, the Spaniard from Foggia, the Italian. This is a mainly Italian.
Suzuki! Suzuki!
There's McPhee going for it as well, and he's gotten back past Mino again. I think Mino briefly got past him. And as I was saying,
you got Acosta 13th to 1st.
And Acosta,
in 5 laps.
Wow, 5 laps. He goes from 13th to 1st. That is how talented this young boy is. It's 4 a.m. for me, and I'm forcing myself to watch basically Formula 2 for DTM. Yeah, he's American.
Here's McPhee going for it. McPhee's going for it. Now block passing Suzuki. He's got the inside line, but Suzuki's got the inside line for the next bend.
Yes, he does. Foggia's taking the lead back. This is a mainly Spanish and Italian-dominated sport nowadays.
They're just holding each other up. Look at that.
Exactly. I mean, this
4,
is
6, 8. Now they've closed back up. There was a 20-wheeler, but it's a lot more now because they've been dodging at the front. They're slowing people up.
Exactly. Good move there from Mino to get past Toba.
That was on the power.
He's going to jeopardize himself coming out of that corner. That was a poor exit. So Toba might have him on chips. No, I'm wrong.
He's getting past McPhee as well.
Yeah, he's getting past McPhee.
McPhee's getting pushed out.
I don't know how Mino has
right on the green. That's not his fault that he got pushed out.
I don't know how Mino has found that momentum there because he ran wide out of the corner exit. Maybe he's found a secret line which is gaining him time. McPhee's now at the bottom of the top 10. And look where Philip Salak is. He started on pole and now he's down in 11th place. That's what
this is going to end on tears.
Yes, it is. Here we are heading around the penultimate corner of the Sachsenring, which is near Hamburg. For reference, it's one of the biggest cities in Germany.
Where my father was born.
Yes, where Grandad Rolf was born. And Foggia on the exit, still ahead of Suzuki and Acosta. Acosta's got back past Suzuki again, but that might not be the case.
Long lap penalty for number 5.
And who's number 5? Mazia. Mazia's got a long lap penalty. And that's really not going to help his race. And that's him taking his long lap. I think
he went to Narnia
there. Yeah, he went Narnia and back. He met the.
What's this? What it says? He must have been pushed off the track.
That's what happened. He
pushed him off. Irresponsible riding.
So that's what happened to Cooney. He didn't get a proper. We saw the replay of Cooney falling off, but Mazia went down the inside and I mean, there's no room for that sort of behaviour in motor racing. You got to leave a gap. If you don't leave space,
no wonder you're annoyed.
Exactly, you've got a right to be annoyed, my dude. You were battling at the bottom of the top 10, early 11th, 12th, 13th place, and you get punted off like that when you're in the points. I mean, because if you don't know already, MotoGP,
you must have took his long lap penalty. He's down at 19th now.
Yeah, if you don't know already, the point system in MotoGP is very different. In Moto2 and Moto3, top 15 get points, not just the top 10. So Foggia is back in the lead again. Still Acosta in second. It's now Toba. No, Toba's now in second. So he actually it was Suzuki that was in second. Suzuki's now been passed by Toba. 4th is Acosta. 5th is Mino. And then 6th is Gabriel Rodrigo, who's had quite an interesting season so far. He's had quite a lot of incidents.
These guys are not taking any prisoners. Look at this.
On the brakes. Double move from Acosta.
Look what he's done though. He's just
that's close. Thoughts on
he's outbraked himself and pushed the whole pack.
Yeah. He outbraked himself, and as a result, everyone's lost ground. everyone got uncomfortable. Toba nearly crashed into someone. Thoughts on Arthur Leclerc's F3 win, possible F2 drive next year? I mean, if all goes to plan, Oscar Piastri could be in F1 in a few years in next year, and that could be an Arthur Leclerc take his place at the Prema team, and that's Mazia taking his long lap. I've got a football match today. Can you give me hope on winning? Good luck, Jamie. I hope you win. I'll probably know what the team is because I used to play football for Pitt Footer, which is my local team. And I probably know who you play for since, Scotland's not that big a country, is it, Dad?
Yeah.
In comparison to countries like America or England or France or Germany or even, I mean, that's the thing, do Croatia have a bigger population than us? I don't think so.
I'd have to Google that one, I'm afraid.
Yeah, because it's really interesting. But anyway, it's not football, it's motorsport that we're doing today. I might do that on the other channel. But Acosta's back up into second again. Foggia is still in the lead. Suzuki's still in third. By the way, I'm officially going to the SGP. Nice job, Zaki. You can meet up with Kyle, I guess, because obviously he's going to the American Grand Prix as well. I'm going to the British Grand Prix, me and Dad. It's only in a couple of weeks' time.
3.5 weeks' time, yeah.
Yeah, four weeks.
4 weeks. 4 weeks this
well,
weekend.
3.5 weeks until we'll be down there. 4 weeks until we'll actually be at the race track. Because the Formula 3 race would be happening a bit later on than the current time here in the UK. It's 10:15 in the UK. It's probably a bit later or earlier for those that are watching from foreign countries. But Acosta's still second, and Foggia's still leading. This has been a pretty, well, considering it's Moto3, it's been a bit of a boring race. But, I mean, it's the Sachsenring, which is it's not like Monza where there's constant straights. I know they don't race at Monza, but I'm just using an example. It's not. Imagine Moto3 at Monza. It'd be absolute chaos, wouldn't it? I mean, it would just be slipstream after slipstream. I would actually buy a ticket to go to see that if Formula 3.
That's still going to work. Three abreast of the corner.
Tola came into that corner fourth, and he came out of it second. And here he comes on Foggia. He's trying to take the lead from Foggia. He can't, however. And at the moment, he's still in second. Although this pack is very, very huge. It's got more than 10 riders in it. I think there's about
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
There's about
10, 11, yeah.
Yeah, 11 riders, and then there's a bit of a 2, 3, 4 tenths of a gap, and then
they're all outbreaking each other in that first corner there.
Exactly, and eventually they're going to go too late on the brakes, and they're going to bin it at turn 1.
Somebody's going to end up tagging somebody else.
Exactly.
And that'll split the field up.
Precisely. I mean, that's what happened with, was it McPhee had an incident, and...
No, he came off.
Oh! That's a big one.
Oh!
And that is that Garcia, or is that... It's Rodrigo. Rodrigo's down. He's okay though. He's moving around, but his body hit the barrier, so that looked a bit concerning for about a minute or two there. And we're gonna have a special guest on stream. Luke, do you want to say hi? Hi.
No.
Okay. Yeah. So this is Garcia's on board of what happened.
High side.
And
here we go.
Wait for it.
High side.
High side.
Too quick.
Yeah. It looked as though he was braking, even though he wasn't.
I think he could be winded after hitting the barrier.
Yeah, he's gonna be in a bit of pain after that.
A few bruises there.
He'll wake up on the wrong side of the bed in the morning, and he'll be very painful. But here comes Acosta going for the lead on Toba, but Foggia is following sweet suit as well.
Look at this! Oh dear!
Almost contact there.
Pushed them all away. Look how close the pack is now.
Exactly.
These guys are breaking each other.
Acosta and Foggia are having a titanic scrap for second at the moment. Meanwhile, Kaito Toba's looking in his mirrors thinking this is going to be good. And yeah, I do hope you win the football match today, Jamie. Good luck. Good luck. But yeah, Toba's the Japanese rider Toba is still leading from Foggia and Acosta. At the moment, we've only had 2 retirements from the race.
Long penalty
for Bartolini, who's around about 20th place, so that's not really important towards the points. as the last points, the last person in the points, is the man who before this race was fourth in the championship, Romano Fenati. And this is a fantastic onboard shot. And whoa! Foggia retakes the lead from Toba. Acosta and Suzuki going side by side. Acosta
on the green. Two of them on the green.
Both of my nationalities seem to suck at football. The US and Indonesia. Yeah, because Zaki's half American, half Indonesian.
These guys better watch these guys that run on the green.
Yeah.
Because that will be noted.
Yep. If you run on the green 3 times and you get a long lap penalty, although I think they might.
Look at Suzuki coming back in again. He's deep again. He's breaking.
Again, it's just about having. It's
about,
whoa! 2 riders off. McPhee involved. He gets away with it. They're going straight back on. That's Suzuki. No, it's not Suzuki.
It's not Suzuki. No, it's his teammate.
No! It's Fallon and.
Is it Masia?
No, it's Onku.
Onku. Oh,
it's Onku and Fallon. And Binder's up to 22nd now.
Where did McPhee end up now?
16th. However, I do think he'll catch back up to the pack since
that was inevitable that was going to happen.
Exactly. I mean, it's like.
Give him a bump start then. He's got his someone's hanging off front of his bike, some electrical.
A bit like what happened.
What's this?
And then this is what happened. I mean, what happened here?
He tried to go for a spot that wasn't there. He'll get a penalty for that.
Exactly. He'll get a group penalty for the next race.
Oh, well, maybe Willie.
Oh.
I think it was more of a racing incident.
Hang on. I didn't know.
I like his wee jump over the bike.
Yeah.
Onku.
Yeah. He was
I don't know. That's a difficult one. They both try to go for the same bit of track.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's going to happen again. I guarantee it. Because when you're leaning right over like that, you can't see who's beside you.
Exactly. You can't look in the mirrors because you're too focused on making
the
corner.
To Pedrosa on the Ducatis a few years ago.
Yeah. And
when they took the whole lot of them out.
Yeah.
And they two outbraked themselves, and Pedrosa went for the racing line, and these 2 guys were aiming for the racing line.
Yeah. I love how Luke's just casually on the stream, just watching stuff on YouTube. I think we might have to turn the volume down a little bit since I don't want to get claimed. I don't think I will though. So yeah, it was Yamanaka, Fenati, Onku, and Fallon. Yamanaka and Fenati did not fall off; they just were involved in it.
Fenati's lucky to be still in 13th.
Precisely, he's in front of McPhee, who was, in a way, the innocent passenger in that all of that incident.
Acosta track limit warning. And that's a long lap penalty coming for him if he does it again.
Twice more, and he gets a penalty. 1 more, and he gets his final warning, and then it's 3 strikes and you're out for our American viewers. It's 3 strikes and you're out. But I'm going to check what the time is. It's 10:20, so we got another about 15 minutes until the Formula 3 race begins. I don't know how we're going to be able to watch both of them at once. We have to flick between channels. But yeah, if anyone in the chat's watching Formula 3, keep us posted. Mm-hmm. And currently under investigation is that incident involving Fallon, Onku, Yamanaka, and Fenati.
Somebody else could get tagged here. You can just see it.
Precisely.
They're so late in the brakes, these guys.
Exactly. They're young riders. A lot of them are young riders, so they've got to. They're like they have no fear. Basically, they have absolutely.
They're looking over. Looking over.
Oh! 2 different incidents.
That's Masia this time.
And that was...
his handlebar's broken. He's not get back on that.
And it was Masia. And who was the other 2 that fell off? It
was Fenati.
And there was 2 other riders. It was Nepa and Yamanaka. So Yamanaka...
They're all okay. They're all up and... Yeah. 4 of them came off.
4 of them, actually. So it was... I think it was... Yeah, it was... It's Dihar, I think that's how you pronounce his name. And he's
the. So that's McPhee up to 11th then.
Yeah.
He's been granted these places. Look at this, 2, 4, 6, 8 of them in front now. The 16 Viola.
Exactly. Zaki asked the question.
This is split the pack up for sure.
Yeah. Zaki asked the question, Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury?
Oh, that's going to be a close one because Tyson's looking mighty fit now. Yeah. He's lost a lot of weight and he's transferred a lot of that fat into muscle.
Because of his comeback, I'd say Tyson Fury, purely because of how much.
I think it's going to be a close one.
I think he means 2 things. First of all, who do you think will win, and who do you want to win? I'm taking Anthony. Really, I mean, I hope that.
I think Joshua's definitely the fitter one of the two. If he can make it go all the way, I think Joshua could win it on points if he doesn't get a knockout. But
yeah, I mean, we're not big fans of boxing, but I mean, are you a fan of boxing? Dan?
I have to watch it.
Yeah. I mean, when you were
here's this again. Watch this.
This was Mazia.
Oh, he's going to get a penalty for that.
I mean, but to be fair, he was the only one that took himself out. So really, he's given himself his own penalty. Foggia has not lost anything from that. See, look, Foggia actually didn't lose anything from that. And then you got the bigger incident which occurred, which we didn't really get a replay of. Everyone is
front goes to back, never wins.
Exactly.
You tag somebody, the front wheel always go down first before the back of the other guy.
Exactly. And that's Acosta going for it around the outside of Foggia. Whoa, beautiful racing here. We've got 12 laps to go. It's a 27 lap race and we're 16 in. And the battle is continuing. I'm just going to check what the time is. And by the time the F3 race starts, it should be on one of the either the penultimate or the last lap of the Moto3 race.
Dan Binder's doing me up to 15th from his right through.
But I think there's like how many cars are in this? I think 9 bikes. Why did I say cars? 9 bikes that are in that sort of jam, and then you've got a massive gap back to. In fact, or is it 10 bikes? It might be more. Yeah, I think it's 10 bikes, and then you've got a massive gap to McPhee, and then him and Bartolini are in 12th or 11th and 12th at the moment, battling away. I mean, we're talking about how Bartolini having a ride through doesn't have an effect on the points. It does now because he's in the points now. I think he's already taken it. Foggia in the lead, Suzuki second, Acosta third, Garcia fourth, and Toba running in fifth. Then you have Mino, Artigas, Antonelli, Alcoba, and Guerrera. So interesting to note that there's only 2 riders that aren't Italian or Spanish that are in the top 10. And that's 2 Japanese riders in Suzuki and Toba. So that's what happened. Oh my goodness.
He came off his own accord.
Oh my goodness. That was a big incident there. And the Yamanaka.
Finati, unfortunately, was just a passenger in this.
Just like McPhee was.
He's just trying to avoid it all.
Just like McPhee.
First his bike tagged him. I didn't see that.
And
there's Finati on. So unlucky.
Precisely.
He slid off his bike, tagged him, didn't it?
Precisely. Oh, I got to turn the volume down, otherwise I'm going to get copyright claimed. There you go. Right, I've had to turn the volume down on Luke's phone so I do not get extremely destroyed, I guess.
Out. McPhee's up to 11th. Yeah, he's the first of that pack now, isn't he?
Yeah, and
here we go.
Suzuki and Foggia and Acosta.
That's going to slow them down.
Oh, that's
10 laps to go.
There's only 18 riders left in this race. Only 3 riders in this race will not score points. That is how much of a what's the word again? How much of a what's the word again? That's how much of a I forgot the word for it. How much of a rate of attrition it's been. That's why I was looking for, attrition. Only 18 riders left in the race, and you can see them all on one graph, which is very interesting because this race started.
There's no further action because Masia was the only loser out of that one.
Exactly.
Foggia still running second place.
Exactly. Masia basically just ended his own race by punting into Foggia. Foggia is still
it's a fast pace. These guys are setting at the front. I don't know what the lap times are.
Indeed.
Because look at 11th place is gone.
Oh, yeah, because everyone who's
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a 10 at the front there. 1, 2, 3,
yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7,
Yeah.
8, 9,
10. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Everyone that's 11th or lowers.
Back.
That's the thing. Everyone who's 11th or lower has had an incident or has had a penalty. McPhee had an incident. Bartolini had a long lap.
I see how. Look at the gap. There's no way that's going to get bridged by anybody.
Look
at McPhee's coming. Who's that? Bartolini.
Yeah. Finati had an incident.
9 laps. He could do it because you've got clear track in front of him.
He does. He has clean air, but then Bartolini is behind him.
He'll drag Bartolini to him, though.
Yeah.
To the back of that pack. 9 laps. 9 laps to do it. Hey, look, 9 laps to do it.
There's Darren Binder.
There's Binder. 15.
Everyone, as I said, below 11th has had an instant or a penalty. I don't know who it is. Who's that in 16th? I don't know who it is, but he's Toba's teammate. Speaking of Toba, he's running 5th place at the moment. He's trying to defend that 5th place from Nicolo Antonelli, one of the most experienced riders in the field. The incident involving Fenati, Yamanaka, and Nepa to be reviewed after the race.
He's going to get a long lap on the next race for that one because he took him out.
I mean, that's the thing. It could be one rider getting 2 penalties, and look at that. Toba's going for the outside line here, and it's worked. He's gone up to 4th. He's gotten past Garcia. That's a beautiful move from Toba. That's
almost out in the green there.
And that is the sort of racing you love to see in Moto3. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Toba v Suzuki now for 3rd. Suzuki slipstreaming Acosta, who's slipstreaming Foggia. Everyone's slipstreaming each other. That's the aim of the game in Moto3. I mean, it's the same thing in qualifying.
Watch this.
Look at that, Garcia doing some beautiful engine.
Long lap penalty, Fenati.
And it's Fenati with a long lap.
Dude, was he the instigator of that? I didn't think he was instigator of that.
I mean,
that last crash.
We'll need to see another replay of it. I'm sure we'll get one.
But now, he's well to just go home.
Yeah, but he is getting points. He's still getting points, unlike some of the
he's
other
13th,
riders.
Enough,
yeah, he's 13th, so he's going to get 3 points. 3 points may not sound like a lot, but it can make a championship.
Yeah.
Because who was it that won the title by 3 points? Was it Nicky Hayden? I'm not sure who it was, but he won.
There's not only 9 in the pack now. It must have been
Guevara's dropped back a little bit.
Who's this Fenati? He just had a long lap penalty.
Yeah, he's just had his long lap, so that's Fenati.
I didn't think he was instigator of that incident.
Yeah. I didn't really remember seeing him hitting anyone.
I thought he avoided the bike but on the gravel.
Exactly like McPhee did with the first incident, which coincidentally involved mostly the same riders. As Foggia is still in the lead, Suzuki up into 2nd.
I'd like to see what the gap is between 10th and 11th.
Yeah,
because there's the guy who's 10th. Who's that?
Guevara.
He's losing up. He's dropped off to the back of that pack.
Exactly.
1, 2, 3.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Guevara's in no man's land.
He's only 18 at the moment.
Yeah, Guevara's in no man's land at the moment.
The pack's sloppy, but is that Foggia trying to make a break for it? Do you think? Is it?
That's Suzuki's on. That's Garcia's on board. Yeah, there's Suzuki, so that's Garcia just getting past now. Yeah, Foggia could be trying to make a break for it, but it's going to be very difficult. This pack's full of fantastic riders such as Suzuki and Garcia and Acosta. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Acosta ended up getting a podium. In the last 3 races, however, he hasn't finished on the podium, so he'll be looking to return to the rostrum. It's going to be very difficult, though, because he's got 3 fantastic riders in front of him in the Gas Aspar bike of Garcia, the 658 bike of Suzuki, and, of course, Dennis Foggia on the Leopard bike, who's currently leading the race. But I've got about 7 caps here.
Just going to show us them all.
Yep. So you got a Valentino Rossi cap. That's Dad's, I guess. This was signed by. This is a signed cap that I won because one of my mates gave me it. This is a Ferrari cap that I got for Christmas. This is a McLaren cap which I also got for Christmas, and then of course this is a tribute to Marco Simoncelli, who obviously lost his life in an accident at Sepang, and his dad's running a team, and Suzuki's running a
58 team.
Precisely.
Yep, and he's running 4th at the moment with Suzuki.
Correct, and Suzuki's looking to get up into 3rd. I'm just trying to. There we go. I'm not gonna put it on because I don't want to mess my hair up too much. It is now 10:31, so the coverage of Formula 3 has just begun. However, I don't think the formation lap will be for a few
6 laps to
yet.
go.
I think when there's a couple of laps to go,
McPhee's not going to 2.76.
I mean that's
but that's just the 10th who's
and
at the back of that pack. He's never going to do it in 6 laps.
And that's the thing, because of how small the bikes are in Formula 1, that gap would be about 5 seconds. I mean, based off of how small bikes are anyway, because bikes are very, if you don't know, bikes are very small. If you don't know that, then you've never watched motor racing before, or you've never seen anyone on a bike before. Motorbike, that is, not a regular bike which you pedal. I didn't learn how to ride a bike until I was, 11? 10.
8.
No, I didn't learn how to ride an actual bike without stabilizers until I was 10. Because it was around about Luke's birthday. Luke's first birthday. Yeah, it was around about your birthday.
See your eyes.
Yeah, you can see his eyes. Not much else though. I mean, I could move it down a little bit if you wanted to see. There he is. The legend himself.
Acosta's in the lead now.
And this is when he's going to try and pull the pin.
Tears.
Garcia making
and
Acosta wide. Acosta and Garcia both wide. Foggia's seen an opportunity. He's taken it.
Are their tyres going to last? Let's just see that.
Exactly. It's looking very lovely conditions in Germany at the moment. And
what's happened here?
Alcoba running 6th. He's matured a lot since the first couple of races this year. He punted McPhee in a few of them. And McPhee,
he's not had his luck this year so far.
Precisely, and
he was 16th in the championship or something. Way down the championship. Hardly scored any points. He didn't score in the first 3, did he?
I call that John McPhee luck. But anyway, here comes Foggia down the inside of Acosta into the lead. And I think with that, Foggia is only 3 points away from overtaking Mazia in the championship. When that chart updates, 2 points, away. And
if they stay in that position, which they won't.
Yeah.
Here he comes, Slipstream City.
It's impossible for Foggia to gain any places in the championship.
Yeah,
and Garcia is 43 points behind Acosta as things stand, but that is ever changing. Okay, that's me off. Have a good day. Have a nice sleep, Zaki. You better be up for on time for the IndyCar tonight. Although then again, that's 8 hours away, so you should have plenty of time to have a sleep. You won't want to miss the F1 though, so you'll only get a couple of hours. But yeah, we'll be watching Moto2, MotoGP, Moto3, which is on right now, Formula 3, and of course Formula 1. And all that coverage is brought to you by no sponsors, because I don't really have a sponsor, do I?
Not at the moment, no.
No.
Could have soon though.
Yeah, you never know. Wow, that's this is why I love MotoGP. There's some beautiful
good action shot,
beautiful action shots. It's better than F1 with the action shots. I mean, wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
seeing
slow mo.
It's a slow mo of the bikes running through the
main
straight, and now Foggia is back in. Was Foggia in the lead before the replay, or?
I've been back and forward between him
and Acosta.
Akko.
Yeah, it's we could give him the nickname Akko because it sounds like Ago, and he could
his birthday the other day, wasn't it? Agostini's birthday.
Oh, was it?
Gio, yeah.
Yeah, Ago. But Foggy, a different Foggy, of course, to Carl Fogarty, but Foggy is trying to keep the lead right now from Acosta. Acosta's having a wee peep at him. He's having a little look. He's he's basically planning something. Behind that helmet, I reckon he's planning on trying to get an overtake done as soon as possible, really. And he's going for it now.
He's backing it in.
Almost contact there. He was having a massive slide there. I mean,
he's backing in. They're doing their motocross skills. He's backing it like a motocrosser.
Exactly. They're drifting around like it's motorbike version of Tokyo Drift. My dad's a Fast and Furious fan, so yeah.
No fan of that sound anyway. Just did there.
Yeah, I've got.
Whoa, a wee bobble from Akko there.
Yeah, from Acosta.
Oh, I think somebody's starting to pull the pin.
A certain man from Italy riding what's the color called again? Oh yeah, sky blue. No, it's cyan. Is it cyan or is it sky blue?
It's a cyan color, yeah.
Yeah, cyan.
I would say it's more.
Cyan's my favorite color. But yeah.
Some more light. What color do you like?
Sky blue is a bit like sky. Yeah, it is basic. That's basically like a sky color because it's white and blue.
Well, Foggy, I want to hear that Italian national anthem.
Except we won't be allowed to play it. I mean, I could probably mute the audio for a minute at the end of the race. Is it alright if I go channel 3?
Go on then.
The race has started yet?
No. It's a wet race.
And the race.
This is going to be carnage.
Indeed, that's a good combo. Thank you very much.
Well, they did say the forecast is thunderstorms for this afternoon.
Exactly.
In France.
And guess what? We're going to get to see the end of this, and then we'll get to watch Formula 3, because the Formula 3 race ain't going to start for 8 whole minutes. And someone said that we've got a good combo. Thank you very much. We're not the first father and son duo, Murray Walker and Graham Walker. Technically, Murray Walker's actual name was Graham Walker, but because his dad already used the name, he used his middle name, which is why he went by his middle name, Murray. Because when he began commentating, he commented alongside his dad, who was called Graham. But here comes Acosta and here we are, we're heading on to the final lap of the race.
It's going to be carnage this last lap. Everybody's going to go for it.
Exactly, full cojones. Everyone's going to push as hard as they can. No one's got any fear in this field. They're all fearless, and we all know that that's true because they're all young. And look at that.
He's on the green. No. You better watch yourself. You'll get a 3-second penalty.
Acosta.
He's going to watch that. He's going to get a penalty. Watch this. He's going to get a 3-second penalty.
Acosta's in the lead. But Acoba's had a massive big amount of chaos there. Final lap of the race.
Go on.
And we could see another Acosta win, or could we see a Foggia win?
Suzuki's been punted down to 6th.
For what we know, it looks as though it's going to be either an Italian or a Spanish national anthem.
Oh, they've outbraked themselves again.
But look at that, beautiful on the brakes from Acosta. He's kept the lead, and I'm very sure
such a smooth rider.
He's going to hang on to it. You can do this during the French Grand Prix. Yes, that's what we're planning on doing. We're going to do a whole day of motorsports because technically it's going to be non-stop, because we're going to have the Formula 3 race after this, and we're going to have the Moto 2 after that, and then of course we will have the MotoGP, and then Formula 1.
Oh, there you go, Acoba.
And Acoba has to drop one position, so he'll be out of the podium places, or will he? If he gets past Foggia.
If this is drop a position now, then just go back to it.
Exactly, and that is what his team will be telling him, that you can have.
Hit the bobble.
Foggia's trying to get back into the lead again.
He's got to watch. He's got to drop 2 places now, because he never dropped his place in the first place.
Exactly. Alcoba's going to have
he should have dropped to 4th, and he's now second. He's going to get a penalty.
Alcoba's going to get a massive penalty. He'll probably get 2.
You got a 3-second penalty.
At least 2 seconds.
That's
maybe
what a long
3.
lap cost you.
And
that's him giving 1 place.
But look at that, Toba making a beautiful move. It's the last corner now. We're heading into the final turn, and it looks as though
he's going to get a penalty for that. I think he's going to get 3rd place.
Here comes Pedro Acosta, the winner of the German Grand Prix.
There you go. Drop 1 position. He's been told to drop a position, so that's him. Foggia has got 3rd place.
Another win for Pedro Acosta in his hunt for a MotoGP seat, which is very likely coming into next year. Kaito Toba finishes 2nd, the Japanese rider on the podium for CIP Green Power. A fantastic result for him. There's Romano Fenati, who's 13th. But in 3rd place is Dennis Foggia, who is obviously Italian, riding the Leopard bike. And I think it's about time that we move our coverage over to the Formula 3 race, if that's all right with you. Is that all right with you?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Okay, and there's Dan Binder and Id Sahar in the back of the points. And then
they're adjusting the front wings for downforce because of the rain.
Yes, this is going to be a good race.
Full wets on the looks of things.
Then you two have a very busy schedule today. Give me a prediction for the French Grand Prix. If it's going to be wet, I reckon the race winner is either going to be a Red Bull. Because if it's a wet to dry race, I think someone like Sergio Perez could do fantastically, because he's incredible on his tires. And if the weather is the same, which is very likely, since the Grand Prix starts only 4 hours away, I mean, it's very likely that it's still going to be raining by then. And there's Juan Manuel Correa, who's obviously made his recent comeback, and he's done a fantastic job so far. He's re-signed to the Sauber Junior Academy. I put a very interesting tweet out on Twitter. So basically, Alfa Romeo Twitter account tweeted, "We are very happy to announce Juan Manuel Correa has joined the Sauber Academy," and then I quote tweeted it and said, "Correaction, get it? Correction." He's rejoined it because he used to be a part of it before.
That weather's there for a wee while. It's closed right in.
Whoa. That is very, very, very dodgy weather indeed.
It's going to be wet for a wee while anyway. Can't see any blue skies at all.
Look at that.
From the aerial views.
Look at that airstrip. I think that the reason why the airstrip's there is because Formula One raced here in the early 70s, a lot of people would have travelled via plane. A lot of people who were going to the race.
It's not a long a long runway, so it's not going to take one with bigger planes. It's going to take small planes.
Exactly, VIPs basically.
Look at the fans; they're all wet. Oh, dear.
Exactly,
As the word would be called.
Exactly. Caelan Williams, who finished third yesterday, the Aussie, he's starting in 12th place. That's where he is in the championship. However, the person that is starting in...
Vive la France!
Yeah, Vive la France. However, someone who's going to be wanting to have a good race is Arthur Leclerc, who's starting from the back of the grid yet again after, obviously, his qualifying issues. He had probably one of the best drives in Formula 3 history yesterday when he went from 12th, from 30th to 12th, and then he got reversed with pole and won the race. But today he's starting from the back again. Can he produce that magic again today?
That must be so humid for these drivers. It's 25.5 degrees and it's lashing the rain.
Precisely. It's going to be a really tricky race. This reminds me of the first race of 2020. This reminds me of the first race of 2020 in Austria. Formation lap is about to begin. We are only a minute away from it since it's 1:45 that they said the formation lap commences. But yeah, the first ever French Grand Prix held at Paul Ricard was in 1973, and it was run by Ronnie Peterson, who he himself was a Formula 2 champion in 1971, and he won for Lotus. There was a very, very famous incident that happened involving Emerson Fittipaldi and Jody Scheckter. They collided, and Fittipaldi called Scheckter a hooligan. So, yeah, I think about the French Grand Prix predictions, I think it could be a 1-2 for Red Bull if it's still raining. I do think Hamilton...
I think Red Bull's going to go strong. But if it's going to be a wet race, it could be anybody's race, because how many times have we got to go into pits to change tyres? And is there going to be a racing line formed if the rain goes off and they'll change it to the slicks?
Exactly. And that's...
could be anybody's race.
And that's when people like Hamilton, Perez, and Verstappen come into it. Their adaptability is amazing. If they have...
It could come down to strategies. It could come down to pit stops.
Exactly. It could be any of those that come... that result in who ends up getting the best result.
I mean, the teams will be looking forward to a couple of hours to see what the satellite's saying for the weather.
Precisely.
Certainly not looking... Oh, look at that. There's going to be Spray City. What's this?
And the formation lap.
These guys are not going to be able to see much at all.
Exactly. It's going to be like...
look at that already.
It's basically driving into a massive fog.
There's going to be... I hope there's not going to be too many crashes here.
Exactly. That's what we're hoping for. Safe race. I mean... Every year at the Indy 500, there's a priest that prays that we all have a safe race, and hopefully that's the same case today. I mean, I wish they did that for every single race, because that would actually be amazing if they did that.
They all probably do pray in the pits,
religious
in their own garages,
a religious presence. But yeah, look at the weather. I mean, it's only the best drivers can win in these conditions. I reckon this race win's going to go to the MP Motorsport car of Victor Martin, who's starting fifth in the race and second in the championship, tied first, in fact, with Dennis Hauger. I reckon in a couple of years' time, he will be in that Alpine F1 seat alongside Esteban Ocon, if Ocon is still at the team. As
come on, Jack Doohan.
Yeah, because my dad has a Mick Doohan helmet. I mean, I think you've probably seen it before in the background of one of my videos. But there is Jack Crawford, someone who I've messaged before. He's messaged me back, which is very nice. But yeah, he's one of the young. I think he's the youngest driver in the field. He's only 2 years older than me, so I mean that makes me feel very. He was born in 2005.
Ralph's boy is 18th.
Pardon?
Ralph's boy Schumacher.
Yeah, and David Schumacher's starting 18th.
Logan Sargent in 10th.
Yeah, Sargent, obviously one of the challengers last year, unable to get an F2 seat due to not having enough funding. Meanwhile, a guy like Alessio Deleda gets a seat. I mean, unfair. And that is a typical Formula 3 chart, everyone. Prema leading it. I mean,
pretty much like Mercedes, though. They've got
fantastic facilities.
Yeah.
I mean, in F2, the
reliability is great. They've got good drivers.
Exactly.
What else can you ask when you've got a good package underneath you?
I think Martin's going to be a championship challenger this year. Victor Martin. He could be he could follow in the footsteps of Oscar Piastri in being a rookie champion of Formula 3, and of course, before it was known as Formula 3, the GP3 series, George Russell and Charles Leclerc, who also won it in their rookie years, and obviously all of them are doing very well now. Piastri is championship challenger in Formula 2, and Russell and Leclerc are in Formula 1 seats.
Look at the wind as well. There must be a crosswind there.
Exactly. I mean, that's
the rain's going horizontal.
And that could be very difficult. It's like playing a game of golf in the wet. And that's true. It's like playing a game of golf in the wet, because even just a tiny bit of wind could put a driver offline or could distract him. And because these cars are not that fast in comparison to Formula 2 and Formula 1 cars, there is a chance of there being a lot of incidents because of the inexperience of this field. And that is
bucketing down.
That is ART and some there. Guys, Jack Doohan
starting his lovely dad's crash helmet there, same design.
Yeah, starting fourth on the grid for Trident, who are looking to have another good season following a successful season with Bent Viscal and David Beckman, who are both now in Formula 2. Not Bent Viscal. Bent Viscal's now driving for Trident in Formula 2. It was David Beckman and
such a big field. These guys at the front tyres will be cold.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Aston Martin.
The beautiful Aston Martin safety car.
Let's see how quick that'll be compared to the F3 cars down the straight.
It'll probably be only a tiny bit slower.
Okay, ready for this?
Here we are, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights for the Formula 3 race of Paul Ricard, and it's lights out. And it's a good start there from the Prema. Dodgy one there from Frederick Vesti's ERT and into turn 1. It's the Prema of Dennis Hauger that takes the lead. And this is ridiculous.
One person there.
And look at that. There's so many cars side by side. No incidents through the first corner. Everyone taking it cautious. Everyone clean. Out of the first corner, everyone comes. And everyone's clean so far. They've avoided all of the other cars in this field. But at the moment, a lot of scraps going on. I mean, the only way to have an entertaining Paul Ricard race is by having it in wet conditions in Formula 3 cars. And we've gotten, thankfully, both of them today. And that's the ART and the Charoux going side by side. I think it's Korea and I'm not sure who it is. It might be.
I hardly see the cars because of the spray.
Exactly.
Wait, missed the DRS sign just.
And that's Vesti, and who started on pole. And no, it's not Vesti. It's Smollier.
He's got to watch if he came back on the track at the right place past the cones.
Exactly. Because if you don't know already, you got to be very careful. And that's Smollier going for it on. Is it Martin or is it Colette? I think it's Kyle Colette. As Victor Martins is running near the podium places, and look at that pulling out. That is, I believe, Ollie Caldwell going for it on Frederick Vesti. Oh no, it's the Trident. Sorry, it's Jack Doohan trying to go for it. Doohan wide. He almost hits the zoom boards, and that's Martin back.
I was going to say he's not scared, but come on.
Doohan running off the track. He should be fine though. He's still running in fourth place. He's only lost a tiny bit of time. I mean, the chaos is unreal.
He's keeping the foot down instead of trying to get back on the track. They should get a penalty for that.
I mean, it's dangerous driving, but to be fair, this is extremely wet conditions, and a lot of the drivers in this field
can't see nothing. They're relying on the car in front hitting the right brakings.
Exactly. I think the main way to not collide with the car is just to follow the other car's light.
Look at the crosswinds. Oh, there's somebody spinners.
And that is Sargent in the Charoux going off the road there.
That's how bad the crosswinds are there. Look at that.
And I don't think he hasn't lost any places. We don't know. But Martins has passed Novalak. It was Novalak, sorry, not Doohan, that was battling away with. It was Sargent that ran off the road. We can confirm. And he's down in 14th now. But at the moment, if you're wondering why there's so many COs, Dad, there's 3 different drivers whose last names begin in CO. Cordillo, Correa, and Colette. It's absolutely... And Colapinto as well. That's 4 actually. But yeah, things have calmed down a little bit.
It's settled down a little bit. I think the rain's going off because it doesn't seem much spray. I mean, they're not going fast there right enough.
Yeah, Novalak past Martins.
That's a bit better now. The rain's calming down a little
Hauger running away with it from Vesti.
He's right up the track as well.
And that's a bit of chaos there from Martin. He might get overtaken by Jack Doohan here. He's having a little. He's having a little look at him. He's going for the outside line into the braking zone.
Doohan, there's no room.
And he's going to go and try and do the under and over on him. It hasn't worked.
He's going to try and do the switcheroo there, but it didn't work. The track's not wide enough there.
Exactly. Martin putting on a good bit of defending and Yeah, this is why Paul Ricard's not suited to Formula cars, and more to and more to. I mean, what does it really suit Paul Ricard?
Nothing. It's just I think it's a pointless circuit. It's just, I don't know.
Exactly.
There's too much tar. But seeing that if the tar wasn't there, it'd be too dangerous.
Hashtag Magny-Cours 2022. Magny-Cours for F1. That's Colette with the poor start there, and it's a replay of the start. So that's who's that? It's a Red Bull Junior. I don't know who it is though. And he's going around he's trying to find a way around the outside of Martin.
Great aerial shot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a fantastic aerial shot, and you can see all the cars on as many cars as possible on the screen. This is a replay off of Alex Smolyer, the Russian, and he gets past.
He's got a good start.
Colette off the start, and then he's following in the slipstream of and the spray, of course, of
he's only gained one place.
And this is Colette.
That's a slow start from him,
and it's not even his fault. I think it's just he had the same issue yesterday with the gearing.
Is it gearing, not the clutch?
It's either the gearing or the clutch, and it's not been a great start from him. And that was the replay of Logan Sargent going off the road.
He did well to keep that.
And he went down to 14th in the end. He fell behind the likes of Jack Crawford on lap 3. And look at the gap the Hauger's got. You would not think that this is Formula 3. Caldwell's fallen down the order. So it's either a transponder issue or he's gone off the road. I think it might be... no, it's not a transponder issue by the looks of things. And that's wide. That's Smolyer and Colette. And I think Ollie Caldwell has had a bit of an issue since he's down the order. And yellow flag in the second one. That will be Ollie Caldwell, I can imagine, in the Prema. But Hauger got a 4-second lead over Vesti, who's battling away with Clement Novalak, who I said in my 4 people to watch out for this year in motor racing. He was one of the drivers, as he had a fantastic campaign in his opening season of Formula 3. He's got a very interesting background, and there's Ollie Caldwell, Team Radio. And he's got a broken suspension, apparently, Ollie Caldwell.
What's he hit to get a broken suspension? Over too many curbs, I think.
I mean,
Here he comes.
Let's see what happened. Oh, no. Oh.
Did he tag him?
No, I think he was just...
That's something wrong with his front left, I think.
Oh.
Is it?
I have no idea.
Yeah, look, it's front left. Yeah.
I have no idea what's happened to his suspension. I think it went all Kimi Räikkönen on him. We got a VSC. Good day, Eagle Heart. And that is, it's not Jack Doohan, it's the third Trident. It's not Doohan or Novalak, it's David Schumacher who's gone off the road. And we are almost 1 hour into this stream, and so far we've had the Moto3 race, which was fantastic, and we are in the Formula 3 race now, which is on lap number 3. And it's behind a VSC at the moment due to...
look at Schumacher sliding there. He couldn't hold that one, I'm afraid.
Exactly.
The back end overtook the front too quick.
There was absolutely no chance of him being able to stop that car from spinning.
He's looking at the old barriers there.
Exactly. Into the barriers and you're out of the race.
He's gutted, look.
Yeah, he will be gutted. He will be absolutely gutted. VSC over. Hauger's miles clear of the field. I mean, you would not...
Need to get a safety car to bunch them up again.
Exactly, not a VSC. To be fair, that was a VSC because he parked it right next to a marshal's post right over there at turn number 4. Is that right? Turn 3, sorry. No, it's turn 4. It's turn 4 because it's a chicane. And Hauger leading by 3 seconds from Vesti, so that gap's come down a little bit. But Vesti's pulled away from Novalak.
Very lot of opportunities for overtaking here, isn't there?
Exactly, but even then, the race the first race yesterday was amazing. Not so much the second race, but the first race was amazing. But Novalak trying to hang on ahead of Martin. He's with it. Martin's got DRS on him, and Doohan's got DRS on Martin. And
I wonder how many tear-offs these guys will use.
And Doohan's in a bit of a Renault sandwich right now, an MP sandwich as well, because since Colette and Martin are both part of the Renault Academy.
Here's the rain forecast.
It's going to get wetter. It's going to get much, much wetter.
The famous Scottish band.
Yeah.
Wet.
Yeah. Yeah, you could sing Ariana Grande and Lady Gaga right now because it's coming down on it's raining on them right now. Raining on the men that are out on track. There's no ladies, so I'm not being sexist. There's no ladies in Formula 3. I would say men and women, but it's just men, sadly. No, not enough diversity in my opinion. But anyway, running in 5th place at the moment, 7 tenths behind Martin, trying to make a move to get up into 4th.
That shows you how these guys are trying to fight. Look at that. Look at the steering wheel. Up to lock.
I mean, you got to be so careful on the brakes here.
And the throttle.
As if, and on the throttle, if Formula 3 cars in the dry are hard enough, but Formula 3 cars in the wet are a different kettle of fish.
Oh, somebody's off in Sector 3.
Someone's off in Sector 3. That was someone from around about, that's the HWA, and that is Rasmussen, I believe. Is it Rasmussen, or is it...
Number 18, is it? Number 10.
It's Villa Gomez, who's had another 16. Incident this weekend.
Well, looking at Jack Doohan's steering wheel, they're fighting to keep control of their cars right now.
Exactly.
Whoa, there's a spinner.
That was a replay of Villa Gomez's incident.
Didn't do much wrong, just too much power.
Exactly. It's so difficult. I mean, imagine driving in these conditions for the first time in a Formula 3 car around a track as difficult as this one on acceleration. Kaelan Williams has also had an incident by the looks of things.
Race control that's in here.
And they should switch rain lights on Ugran and Sargent.
A penalty if they don't.
And it's just a timing glitch with Williams. That often happens in wet conditions where there's a transponder issue because of the GPS obviously being flooded.
Oh, I see he's not got rain lights on. Yeah, I see that there.
And this is Sargent v Correa.
Do you know if you switch your rain lights off, on and off on the steering wheel? Or is it done by the teams?
I think the drivers would have. It's a difficult one because I personally would. I think the drivers would do it because
he needs to turn them on because you'll end up getting a penalty for that. You'll end up getting black flag for it.
Precisely.
Well, there you go.
Moment there from Sargent drifting through the corner. I mean, this is challenging. This is only the best drivers can win in these conditions. Vesti is hunting down Hauger like a wolf hunting down a bird, and that didn't make sense, did it?
Wolves hunt deer.
Deer, sorry. But Vesti hunting him down
just he's closing the gap with him.
Yeah, they're hunting him down like elephants. Unfortunately, getting hunted down by humans. And he's closing the gap, Vesti is, and he's bringing Novalak and Martin.
Yep, and Doohan.
I think Colette with him as well.
Colette, yep.
Cordell's gone for it in Colombo, and here comes Novalak trying to have another go at Vesti.
That's going to end in tears.
And he almost spins. Good control.
He got a stealthy curb because his curb's got full of paint on them. He'll spin it.
A risky move, but good save from Novalak. And look at that, Victor Martin. It's a battle
side for side.
It's a battle of the Frenchman at the moment. Novalak, who's unaffiliated, v Martin, who's affiliated with the Alpine Academy.
And Doohan's fighting his teammate, and he's got him.
And Doohan's going for it.
He's got the inside line in the corner.
He's going for it. He's got the move done.
I thought he was going to slide there.
And that was a few corners to forget for Clement Novalak. He went from fighting for second to going all the way down to 5th place. And because of all this fighting, Hauger's gained a bit of time back, and he's now leading by 3 seconds. Now, Rasmussen is having an issue. I wonder if that's a transponder issue.
Yellow flag again, Sector 1. No, it's a glitch.
Yeah, no, it's not. I think someone has gone off, and it's a Giroux. That's Schumacher again. It's the Roux. De Giroux. Why did I say Schumacher? He's driving a Trident. Rashad De Giroux, the French driver, he's gone off at turn 3, and these conditions are very, very, very dangerous, very risky. And I'm very surprised they're doing the race right now, but they have to at the end of the day. And by the way, Tesla is not the actual Tesla company. It's a different Tesla company. They make like cups, I think, or coffee, that sort of thing. I don't know what it was, but they're not the Tesla that we know of anyway. So yeah, 2.4 seconds between Hauger and Vesti. Still Dennis Hauger, the Red Bull Junior, leading from Mercedes Junior Frederick Vesti, and then you got Victor Martin.
Doing the fastest lap.
Indeed, he has got fastest lap, and look at that, he's keeping up with Martin. He's only a few tenths behind him.
Spit his father, Jack Doohan. You see the photo of him there?
Yeah. And I'm trying to think, who does Martin?
Oh, he's got to look at this. Look at
this. Here comes Doohan on Martin. Is he going to get the move done?
Oh yeah, it's a left-hand corner, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a chicane, so either of them could have it. Doohan breaks later, though.
Oh, he's sliding. He's got his place back. Yeah. No, he's kept it. Well done, Doohan. In the podium position.
Under 2 seconds, around about 2 seconds.
Don't fight. Let Doohan take you up to Vesti.
Exactly, because he's taking you up to Hauger. There's 1.5 seconds.
2 seconds
Vesti
now.
and Doohan. 2 seconds between Hauger and Vesti. So,
Jack, he's running wide again.
And here
he's fighting to control that car.
Exactly. Martin is...
or the tyre's gone off. Because the track... No, he's not got a dry line in the track, so...
He's like a fisherman. He's looking for the fish. And the moment he sees one, he goes for it. And that's what Martin is like there. He's going for it. He's trying to find a way to get back past Doohan again. That's Martin defending from Novalak. He's trying to get back past him following a disappointing last lap. We're not even halfway through this race. And I need to check when the Moto 2 race is on. I turned off my phone, so I got to turn it on again. So that'll take a minute or two. But this race is absolute chaos. As Leclerc is on a mission right now. He's gone up 13 places. He's up into 17th. And there's Ollie Caldwell back in the pit lane with his green and red helmet and blue helmet. Very cool helmets, that is. It's a bit like his team Italian, nice and red and green. But he'll be massively disappointed with this weekend. He's lost all the points he gained.
Vesti's lost some time. He's lost half a second.
And Vesti team radio. And his engineer's telling him just to keep pushing, try to...
You can do it. Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
Exactly. That is what he is telling him. And if he can't catch up, well, I don't know what he's going to be able to do about that.
Doohan is catching Vesti.
At a rate of knots as well. And
since he's got a clear track, he's catching him.
Now,
he's just got to watch. He's going to screw the nut and not spin out.
Exactly.
Fastest lap. Who is it?
Hauger.
Hauger.
With 2 minutes. And we've got 15 minutes until the Moto 2 races on. So they will definitely interlude the Moto 2 and the Formula 3 races. But Moto 2, out of all of them, I have to say, is probably the most boring. But a lot of notifications.
Don't know, Germany's such a tight track, there could be a lot of action in it.
Precisely. And
Doohan's down to 1.4.
I mean, it was around about that, so really he's not gaining that much. But at the moment, it's a battle between Colette and Novalak and Martin for fourth. The fourth to sixth are all within a second of each other, so they're all getting slipstream. Not DRS, though, because of the wet torrential conditions, due to safety hazards, of course. And there's Martin defending from Novalak.
There seems to be a section of the track where it's quite wet and a section that seems okay.
Yeah, it
looks okay there, doesn't it?
It's such
a any spray coming off the cars there.
Exactly. That's how long the track is. It's so long that one part of the track might be dry, the next part might be wet. It's a bit
just under 6 kilometers, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just under 6 kilometers of track, and it's the third most.
Many bends? 16. 15.
15. Yeah, 15 corners, and as it stands, the race will finish.
Who's got the fastest lap? When was it?
Sebastian Vettel in 2019. Dad, can you stop asking me these questions? As it stands, the race will finish in about 26 minutes time. So that'll be a half past. So we'll be about 5, 6, 7 laps into the Moto 2 race. So that'll be it'll be interesting to see what the order's like there. But provided there isn't a red flag.
Race control, what's happened here?
And
right, launch flag for Sergeant for no ring lights. There you go.
And
that was obvious that was going to happen.
And Sergeant, either he hasn't been told or he doesn't, or he just hasn't done it yet, or he doesn't know. I'm not sure if it's the team of the driver that does it, but whichever one of them it is, they haven't switched them on yet. It's doing team radio.
What's Doohan saying? Pick up water on the straights. His tyres are overheating.
Exactly. His tyres are overheating, so he's going to have to cool them down on the straight. That's what I was going to say. So you beat me to it, Dad.
Doohan's down under a second.
And he's closed right up to Vesti, who's closed up.
You can see the dry line now forming that part of the track.
Exactly, which is why Jack Doohan's race engineer is telling him to go onto the wet part of the tracks on the straights, because you're not going to spin off on a straight. And this is Jack Crawford going for a move on Kaelan Williams. And
they're going to hit each other.
And Oh,
How close was that? He's forced him off the track. It's not West Ham racing room there.
yeah, that's a bit of a. Oh, yeah, that's
quite naughty. That was like a block pass.
However, Williams did come out right behind him again, so they can still have their own little fight.
Dune's at 1.1 now. He's lost a wee bit of time.
And meanwhile, Martin and it was Van der Helm and Korea battling away for the back end of the points. I don't think Van der Helm scored points so far this year, but both of his teammates have. So as it stands, MP are going to collect the most points of any. No, they won't. Sorry, they'll collect the second most points of any team in terms of how many teams are in the points, because how many drivers are in the points for each team. ART have all 3 drivers in the
Doing
points.
the fastest through section 2.
But will he be quickest through sector 3? He's within slipstream. He's within a second now of Vesti. I was going to say DRS, but then I realised it's wet, so there's no point in using that term. But Van der Helm holding on from Korea at the moment. The ARTs and the MPs are all together on the track. You got 9th and 10th, 6th and 7th, and 2nd and 4th all together on the track, and they're all MPs and HRTs. But at the moment, at the back of the points is one man more Korea. Like this Van der Helm.
Whoa!
Into the pits comes Sargent, who's got his black and orange flag.
What was it?
And
No, I've got to turn down then, pal.
turn it off if he's not watching it.
That's wonderful.
And
Eddie Stobart.
not much really is occurring at the moment, you could say. Sargent's getting his.
It's not working. The lights aren't working.
Yeah.
He's got a technical issue.
And you can tell that Cheroos are not happy, and neither is Logan Sargent. Poor old Logan
Look at what's he cracked the tyres. He's got one slick on, one wet on. He's going to retire. What are they doing?
And a really
mixed communications there in the pits.
Really, really disappointing race there from Logan.
He's passed him.
And
Doohan's passed him.
And Doohan has passed Vesti now. Now Martin's is having a look at Vesti. Now it's time for Doohan to hunt down
The tyres are all going off.
It's going to be a wet to dry race by the look of things. But the question is, when will each team decide to pit their drivers? And another thing, that's the thing is the pit stops in F3 are much longer, so we're all going to have to pit on different laps.
Is it a mandatory pit stop in F3?
Well, unless it's wet conditions, yes.
Vesti must have ran wide. That's why, yeah.
And
you missed his breaking point.
I mean, if you make mistakes, then that's what's going to happen. You're going to lose position.
He gifted Doohan that position. Doohan didn't have to fight for it.
And
what's happening here? Who's coming in? And it is...
No one.
Is that still Sargent sitting there?
Yeah, Sargent's out of the race.
Oh.
And there's Van der Helm off the track. And he's lost places to Crawford and to Korea. Crawford's now up to 10th and Korea's now up to 9th. However, that position is provisional for Crawford.
Fastest sector again. It's
Doohan. Again, another fastest sector from Doohan.
He was right on the dirty part of the track there. He had no chance.
Exactly. You got to be really, really careful in these conditions to not spin out of the race.
Look, he's not hitting anything.
And again, it's similar to what happened with.
Yeah, he's finished for the day, isn't he?
Yeah, it's similar to what.
So he's still got the slick in the front.
Exactly.
Why is that?
Because they can't get the wheel nut. They can't. It's like with Mercedes and the Monaco pit stop. But here we go. This is battle for third place between Martin and.
You two just keep fighting and let Doohan go and chase down. Oh, his tyres must be going off. Look at the sliding they're doing.
Exactly. That's why he's losing so much time. And at the moment, Van der Helm's he's just gotten past Crawford, who I think has made a mistake because he's a second now behind it. He's been passed by Caelan Williams.
You can see the dry line forming there. These tyres are just going to turn to mush.
They're going to turn to dust.
They're looking off the wet lines. Look, see that?
Exactly.
They're trying to cool the tyres down.
Martin right behind Vesti. He's going to try and get third. And Doohan's pushing.
I think this is the fight to see whose tyres are going to last.
And it's going to be down to who, as you said, it's going to be last one standing. It's going to be whoever's the best tyre consumption. And it was De Geris. Huh?
That's a different one. It's 31.
That's a different one. That's number 31. So Sargent's definitely out of the race, but his teammate isn't. They're switching to dries early. It's Cheroos. They might as well risk it since De Geris.
Can't switch to dries. That track's far too wet.
I mean, they might as well risk it since he's at the back of the pack anyway.
Okay, no, look at that. It's still spray coming off the track. I can't see a dry line there, can you?
Not really.
No, they're all trying to pick up wet. See that? Trying to pick up the. What's number 7's going really slow.
Martin v Vesti. Vesti's surely going to have to go.
Vesti's got a problem.
He's got no tires. I think he's ripping off the tear off there, and he's still looking decent. Vesti. He's still running in fifth. Sorry, he's now been passed by Colette. I thought that was Martin.
He's.
And what happened here?
He's
skidded off the track.
Tires are cooked.
Exactly, they've overheated faster than an overcooked chicken, and like his tire, like the chicken, his tires are chickened. They've got absolutely. It's like they've been in an oven. They're far too overheated. They've got no temperature in them. They've got no
grip
life in them. No grip.
Wow, doing 1.7. He's catching him.
Doohan v Hauger.
Now, is Hauger's tyres gone as well? Has Doohan got the best tyres? Who knows? 8 laps to go.
Exactly. I said that for like the 20th time.
It's going to be a fight of the fittest till the end.
As it stands, based off of current pace, in the next 3 laps, Doohan will be past Hauger. But that's based on the last lap's pace. So basically, I'm giving you AWS, but it's actually good because it's actually truthful. Because all that is based off of the last lap time from Hauger, who might have picked up the pace a little bit more, as he's gained 4 tenths on Doohan through that corner.
Yeah, Doohan must have a wee slide.
Or braked a bit earlier through the corner. Van der Helm's lost to Crawford again. I think Van der Helm's had another incident. Or Crawford's picked up the pace again. Look at some of the gaps throughout the field. Some of them are really close. Some of them are, really, really far. As it stands, Hauger leads the championship by 10 points for Martin, who's in third. Doohan will be up to third in the championship, and he'll be hoping to try and impress some of the Formula 2 teams. And we're only 2 rounds into what is a 7-round season, and we've already seen some absolutely fantastic racing. Sorry, a 6-round season, and Hauger at the moment leading away from Doohan, who has got fastest lap, which means he gets an extra 2 points.
For the moment.
For the moment, yeah. I can imagine he might be able to keep that if he keeps this pace up. There are the dry tyres. They are wet, which is quite funny because obviously hard blankets are banned in F2 and in F3. And this is Doohan sliding away.
Actually lost the time there.
And I think he might be playing a bit of a Colin McRae rally simulator there.
He's opposite walking again there, look. He's absolutely no grip whatsoever.
Exactly. Wet conditions in a nutshell. And this is Vesti and
he's got the fast lap now. Martins.
And that's Hauger.
He'll be catching on Doohan then.
Yep, who in turn would be keeping up with Hauger. And that is Correa getting past Crawford, or holding on from Crawford, I should say. It's Smoyer and Iwasa. That's easy to get confused because behind Correa, who's also an ART, is another Red Bull car, and Crawford, they're both teammates. So, and this is Iwasa's team radio. Oh, I don't think I'll be able to get it. I didn't really get that, unfortunately, which is a bit annoying. I wasn't able to reflex quick enough and get it. But here's Iwasa going for it on Smoyer. I should have known because Novalak's in front of them. That's how I should have been able to tell. But thank you everyone for liking the stream. We've got 8 likes on the stream at the moment. If you haven't already, consider hitting the like button and subscribing. Doohan with a very fast Sector 2.
He's fast in Sector 2.
He
it seems to go away in the last sector.
He's just going to be, and that's the trickiest sector on the track for these conditions. He's really catching up to Hauger now.
Oh, Hauger's had an instant. Oh, his tyres must be gone.
It's basically whoever's got the best tyre wear wins.
He's looking for the wet patch of the track as well. Do you see that? He's right offline there.
Exactly.
He's got to watch not hit the marbles.
Going offline loses you time, but it helps your tyre temperatures. It's short-term loss, long-term gain. And it's Jack doing team radio. I couldn't really hear anything there.
Well, rewind it back now.
No, I don't want to rewind it back because I want to actually watch it live.
Okay.
But fastest lap from Doohan, now from Martin, now from Colette, and I think we all know what's going to keep happening. It's the times are going to come tumbling down due to the track evolution and due to the fact that the track's being rubbered in with rubber, obviously, and the conditions are getting drier and drier and drier. And by the end of this race, we might potentially see that there is a dry. Well, it could
line
be
forming.
Yeah. And
it's certainly not dry enough for slicks because look at the way they're sliding about. I can't see a dry line there. Can you? There is going through that corner.
Yeah, but
but if you go offline, you'll spin.
And this is Smallyer. Now, what's happened to Smallyer? This was and he runs a bit wide, and there's Iwasa who's seen that opportunity and he's passed him. Shame because Smallyer was beginning to pull away a little bit.
Around that bit of corner anyway.
Exactly. That's the trickiest corner on the track. I forgot what it's called, but it's after the you have the Mistral straight, and then you have the chicane there, then you have another mini street, and then you have the flat out right hander, which obviously in Formula 3 cars and in the wet is not flat out. Colette with the fastest first sector of anyone in the race so far. Doohan is within 0.6 of Hauger. It's going to be down to how Hauger can manage this gap and how he can defend from from Doohan. How many times did I say Hauger there? About 5. But Doohan 0.7 a lap quicker. Doohan is right on his tail. You can see how much Hauger is struggling with these conditions. Doohan is loving these conditions. And
no help to heal off that car in front either.
And that's the thing. He's in the slipstream. That's actually not helping him because he's getting dirty air. So he's even then he's still losing a bit of time. But Martin was 5 tenths quicker than Doohan. So, and here he goes, Doohan for the lead. And he gets it done. Or does he?
Side by side.
Hauger's done a switcheroo on him. And this is going to be side by side.
I can't tell who it is. Side by side. Oh no, he's got him back.
Hauger's got him back for now, but here comes Doohan.
Well, he knows he's there anyway.
Doohan's going to try and outbrake him. He has. Has he made the corner?
Oh, it's Mick.
And Jack's made the corner. And he's got the leader, has he? Hauger's still there. This is a fantastic battle.
I think Hauger should sit behind him because it's at the end of the day, somebody's going to make an accident here.
And Doohan takes the lead of the race. However, I don't think he'll stay in it for long. Victor Martins is creeping up on them. The 2 MP cars. The
5 to go.
Alpine Juniors. We got 4 and 4.8 laps left.
I wonder if Mick Doohan can get himself a lead out here.
Mick Doohan?
Jack Doohan.
And this is a good move, but Hauger anticipated it was coming and did the switcheroo on him.
Hauger had the race line there, and he had the better pace at the corner.
Wait a second, let me just get this here. Got uncomfy, so we've got 2 people watching, but at the moment, Doohan leading the race for Trident. We got Hauger in second, Martin rapidly closing in 5 tenths quicker. We're alone in the first sector, which if you transponded that for the whole lap, he would only be 7 tenths away from from Jack Doohan. And both him and Colette are closing right up. This is the battle for 5th place between Novak and Vesti, who Vesti started on pole position in this race. These 2 are still battling away after Vesti lost the lead and eventually lost all of his positions, which he has done, and is now down in 6th place. And this is Vesti v Novalak. And it's side by side on the straight. Whoa, almost contact there.
Now he's going back into slipstream to try and get him on the switcheroo. Fast lap now, it is DeGeneres.
And he is on dry tyres.
Is he? Funnily enough.
So the dries are beginning to look a bit quicker now. I wonder, RMP or a team like that going to risk it? And everyone's going to that line. By the way, if you see them going to the outside, they're not coming into the pits.
They're signaling to each other. What is it?
They're signaling to. I think what Martin's doing is, I think he's telling him you've got better pace. You go ahead. I'll follow you. We can win this race. And if we push together, or if he's saying, I'm quicker than you. Slow down. Let me through. Now, this is going to be very interesting tactics for MP here. Do they let Colette go and push ahead, or do they let Martin?
Hey, what's Colette trying to say to him there? Because you saw hand signals at his side. He's crashing on it.
And he goes for the inside. And it's a good move. Whoa, and he drifts through the corner.
The little Brazilian.
And I think he's saying, give me space next time, and I'm quicker than you, so let me go. I'll catch up to the pack, to the leading pair. And you can see he's already doing that. Hauger's keeping up with doing though, and I do think that this track is really drying out.
Third place man should leave it, Winston.
Third place man. And
it's good, Annie, just leave it. When your mum comes in, I'll take that.
Let's have a look. Yeah. Was it?
I guess it's your phone, mum's phone.
Oh, did she?
Your phone next.
Oh, thankfully, I've got my phone on. I've got my phone shut off, so. I'm just kidding. Love you, Granny. Here's a replay.
Like Granny will be watching it.
Yeah.
Oh!
And that's Johnny Edgar going right off the road.
He's got to watch what he's doing there.
And
at least he missed the ball. That's coming back on the track.
Yeah, he did. Only just though. But this is the leading pair still battling away. Hauger and Doohan.
Right, when's the Motive 2 coming on?
I think it's started. So no, it's fine. I'll flick between. And there we are.
Maybe Gardner's in front.
Gardner's
second. Viecki third. Bezecchi fourth.
And this is
Carrot fifth.
And then it is the Gianantonio
Rose 14th. What's happened to him?
It's probably a poor qualifying.
Arena 16th.
I mean, this is a very. Oh, I mean, look at that.
I think Remy's been world champion this year.
I think we all know.
KTM's are good this year in the Moto2s.
Yeah, I think we all know who's gonna finish this race first and second if they don't collide.
Dixon's ninth.
Yeah, he's doing decent. In my opinion, Dixon isn't ready for MotoGP. I think Vierge should be the one that gets promoted. Might sound unpopular, but I think Vierge.
Who knows?
I mean, we'll find out if Rossi doesn't perform well today. But this is a move from Lowe's on Joe Roberts. Obviously, Joe Roberts, grandson of Kenny Roberts Sr.
King Kenny.
And then his dad, Joe's dad, Kenny Jr., also won a motorbike championship with Suzuki. Their last for nearly 20 years.
When was that? 2002?
2000.
2000.
And it was 20 years that Suzuki had to wait for another title, and then it came back.
Johan Mir.
With Johan Mir, indeed.
That was close last year, that championship.
But as it stands, speaking of close, Gardner's leading by 16 points from Fernandez, and then it's Bezecchi and Lowe's. So if I switch back to Formula 3, since this race has still got a lot but left, this has only got 4 laps left of it. And
fastest lap, who's it?
It's De Giroux. I'm not sure if that's actually how you pronounce it, but if that's correct, then you're very good, my friend, at pronouncing names. I don't know how we're gonna do the whole eating lunch thing. I think we might take a break for a few minutes and then have our lunch.
That'll depend the battery on some laptop.
Let's just have a look at this.
What percent you got? 1 hour 14.
Yeah, that should last for a wee bit.
I've got a charger at home. I went and left it in the work.
I mean, there should be is there a charger here?
No, but that's an HP.
That's not great. Well, I think this phone battery's gonna, this computer battery's gonna die, so we might have to switch over upstairs to my computer. This is a really good setup though that we've got here. I think this setup works really well because I mean how it works is we've got like a table and we've got a mini table like on top of a table, and then we've got the computer on top of the mini table. It's really, really strange. I'd show you it, but it'd get all.
That's fine, man.
Yeah, we've got 3 laps to go. Doohan leading by over a second now from Hauger.
He catches him up, so it's just that part of track sector 2 is always faster.
And not much is really happening, so I think I'll switch back over to Moto 2 again. I'll be switching in between. And this is a replay.
This is restart, yeah.
And as it and
was that Remy?
And it's Remy Gardner.
Oh
no, it's Fernandez. Fernandez is down. And Raul Fernandez, one of the championship contenders, down out of the race. And he will be frustrated.
He's gutted.
He is angry.
He's gutted. Wonder what happened.
I think
was he pushing too hard?
Yeah, I think he pushed too
We'll
hard.
see, here we go.
And Dad, you can determine what's happened here since you're an expert.
Oh, that's a strange one. Mid corner.
I think he was just carrying too much speed.
Trail braking. I trail braked it too much as the front went away from him.
And poor old Raul Hernandez, championship hopes has gone down a little bit. and the KTM crew are not going to be happy with that.
That was right there, there.
Precisely. But now
Gardner won't hear him behind him anymore.
Exactly. This is going to be about as much of a competition as the 1965 Formula One World Championship was.
Gardner's actually going to have a wee sneaky look behind him to see, because you'd have heard him in the slow corners with overrunning the bike.
And this is Vierge, Canet, and Bezecchi all battling for second. I mean, look at the train. And Gardner got information that number 25, who he'll know as his teammate, is out of the race.
Yeah, that's something come up on his dashboard.
And can I switch it over again?
Yeah.
And we switch it back, and we've only got 2 laps to go now.
Oh, Dune's got 1.2.
And not much is really changing. The top 10 is pretty much the exact same. Order might be a little bit different, but other than that, it's pretty much the exact same.
Unless there's a mistake for these two. These two are 1-2.
Exactly. And this is a replay, and this was... Whoa! Close fighting there.
Sliding. Oh.
Close fighting there between Arthur Leclerc and Team Van der Helm.
Like Bambi on ice, them two.
Yeah, like Bambi on ice indeed. And Leclerc's going to be hoping to get at least 1 point, because, I mean, 1 point may not sound like a lot, but it can decide a title. I mean, one overtake can decide a title. Vettel at Abu Dhabi in 2012, when he overtook Button, if he hadn't done that, he wouldn't have won the title. Alonso would have won it. So technically, Seb has a lifelong. I'm trying to think of what's the right way to say it again.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
He will owe Jenson Button for the rest of his life for basically winning him a championship by being the one that, or just like Lewis Hamilton and Timo Glock, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Felipe Massa, I don't think he likes Timo Glock very much after what happened in 2008. I don't know why I'm talking about that. But Doohan and Hauger are still battling for the lead, unlike in Moto 2, which is...
She's down to 0.8 now.
Yeah, it is.
Is this the last minute?
Oh, 5 tenths. I think Doohan's made a mistake somewhere. And Hauger's now right on his tail again. The battle is still going on. It's a 7/10 gap between Hauger and Doohan. Edgar's just got past Staniek for 14th. And Leclerc's miles back from Williams, who's in 12th. Who's 2 seconds back from Enzo Fittipaldi. Almost said Pietro there. And Enzo is a whole 7 seconds behind Jack Crawford, who is currently on camera. Well, he's not anymore because it switched back to Doohan and Hauger. The final lap, though, of the French Formula 3 round here at Paul Ricard and Le Castellet, and Lorenzo Colombo.
Come on, Jack, keep them up.
Lorenzo Colombo has lost 2 places there. I think he's ran a bit wide, and now he's got Matteo Nannini behind him, within a second behind him, and Jonathan Hoggard and the Gens are ahead of him. But hello, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Hello. It's a very difficult name to pronounce. I don't know if it's Lemuel Kushno. I think that's how you pronounce it. Let's hope that name doesn't mean anything bad. That's just seriously looking like...
Somebody's looked at the DRS thing.
That'll be from earlier. And...
Hauger's faster. Oh, here we go. Last lap surge.
And it's the last lap.
1.1.
Right. Doohan could make an error. Could be chance. I'll wait until the end of this race and they'll switch back over.
Now or never for Hauger.
It's all or nothing, as they would say. But to be fair, second place I think Hauger would take, since the championship rival, Victor Martin.
Oh, something's happened there. I think he's just waiting for the best of the wet of the track to try and get more grip.
Yeah, Doohan's 8 tenths clear. And look how dry the track is now. Yeah. I think Formula One race is going to be dry. I think
it could be.
The rain from last night is carried over into the morning.
Because it's warm there, it's 25 degrees, so if it stops raining, the track will dry quick.
Do you see
that? There's a dry line there.
Exactly. It's formed.
That's slicks. That's definitely slicks there anyway, in that part of the track.
Precisely.
Look at it sliding about.
Doing sliding about.
Oh, his tyres are goosed. He's trying to find the wet parts of the track to try and cool his tyres.
Look at that. The Jerez is going to finish in like 16th place, maybe even better.
He's got the fastest lap. That's not going to count.
Yeah, but still, he's gonna.
There he goes. Come on, Jack.
And Jack Doohan
from Australia
wins the Formula 3 race, the final race, the main one, the one that counts.
Well done, Jack Doohan.
In Formula 3 at Le Castellet. And it's Dennis Hauger second, Kyle Collette in third, Victor Martin in fourth, Clement Novalak in fifth, and Frederick Vesti in sixth. Now we're going to head straight back over to the Moto2 coverage.
And what have we got? Remy still in front, Aaron second, Bezecchi still in third, Beatty still in fourth.
That's more of an expert on MotoGP than me, so he's the one that can chat.
Sam's up to ninth now. Well done, Sam.
And I think there's been a few people. Is it still raining there? No, it's not in the Man. It's no longer raining in France, in La Castellet. It's now dried up. There's still a very small wet patch. But by the end of the Formula 3 race, everyone was sliding about. But we've switched the coverage now over to Moto.
So can Henry Gardner get a place in the KTM MotoGP squad? That's the question.
Well, he is already confirmed for a MotoGP seat next year, as is Raul Hernandez. But will they do well next year? Well, we'll find out. But Gardner's doing absolutely fantastic. He's emulating his father, who obviously won
Gardner.
Several championships and was around in the era of Kevin
What was
Schwantz.
he on? Is that the Marlboro Yamaha he was on?
Yeah, those were the days where it was Benson
500cc,
and Hedges.
2 strokes.
Those were the days where it was Benson and Hedges, Rothmans, Marlboro, and who was it again? But Dixon.
Suzuki's a lucky
and
strike.
Dixon's had an incident, clearly.
Oh, under investigation.
With
Fernandez.
Not Raul Fernandez, a different Fernandez. And what happened here? Oh,
he's off. Oh, Dixon's going to get it for that.
To be fair,
is it? I don't know.
He
was running 9th place or something.
I think not. In my opinion, that's not Dixon's fault because he's running side by side with him.
That's ruined his race.
And
where is he now?
He's like
last.
He's dead last. Yeah, he's still going, but dead last. Happy Father's Day, both. Dad doesn't like Father's Day. He doesn't even know it. He probably didn't even know it's Father's Day.
We haven't got a card yet.
Yeah, but you said you didn't like it, so I didn't bother.
All right, okay, is that the way it goes?
Well, do you actually not like Father's Day? Or
I'm just not bothered, Amelia.
Okay. Yeah. One day I'll be a father, hopefully. Fingers crossed. This old man will be a granddad. I'm just kidding. You're not an old man. You're still young at heart, Dad.
Oh, thanks, Liam.
Yeah, you're still 40. You're totally not a decade older than that. If I told everyone watching that my dad was 40, they probably wouldn't believe me. They'd probably say you're a tiny bit older. Only a tiny bit, though. Only a couple of years. But, I mean, yeah. I don't know why we're talking about Father's Day when it's a Moto2 race, but...
Exactly. What to talk about then? Here we go. Here to start here. And... Fernandez had the pole, didn't
he? Yes, he did, I think. Look at that. Good start from
Bezecchi. Bezecchi was third. And there's... Look at that. Dixon was up to third.
No, that was
Vierge.
Dixon's not 97. Vierge's 97.
Oh, there's somebody off the first corner. That's pretty embarrassing.
Oh my goodness.
Cold tyres. Look how many times that bike has flipped.
And there's such little damage to the bike in terms
of... it's MV Agusta.
Oh my goodness. As if the company wasn't bad enough nowadays in motorbike racing. They're such a famous brand. It's such a shame that they're doing so poorly nowadays.
Still got the finances.
Exactly. It's just like Lotus.
The bikes are so expensive. The road bikes are so expensive as well.
All right, cheerio, 10U for saying that I'm trash. I will remove you from the stream, put you on timeout and report you, and I'll block you as well. So take that. Let's see. Put user in timeout. And I'll delete the comment as well for good measure. Remove the comment. Oh, and yeah, there we go. Timed out. I think I know exactly who that is, by the way, Dad. Since I think they put something mean in the chat. Yes, hello everyone. I have a suggestion. Maybe add the graphs and states of very like Tomo. That's the thing. I don't have the sort of technology to do that, unfortunately. Because I'm not incredible with technology. I could give you the full race order, but it would be very difficult. But yeah, thanks for the suggestion. All suggestions are welcome, just as long as they are nice and as long as they are good suggestions, which could help improve our streams. I mean, we could plan on doing this as often as we can. I didn't do a stream last weekend for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix because we were away at, not last weekend, 2 weekends ago, because we were away at a communion. But this weekend we are home and dry because it's lovely weather in Scotland.
Sun's out.
And hello XD Plerto, welcome to the stream. That means laughing out loud Plerto, because XD is another way of saying laughing out loud. But yeah, I'm gonna just. Is there any way to block who this is? Hide user on this channel. Bingo. There we go. So now anything that will be typed, no one can see it. So whoever that is, screw you, because I have gotten all of the settings I need. It's Evan. Hello Evan. I don't know. Is it Evan Watson? I think it's Evan Watson anyway. Hello. Currently watching the Moto 2, which is like the junior class of MotoGP, which is motorbikes basically. Yeah, hope you're having a good day, Evan. Hope you're having a good day. But yeah, we've got 16 laps to go. It's in Germany. It's at the Sachsenring, which I believe is near Hamburg, the port of Hamburg. One of the most important cities in Germany, of course. And Luke's just come into the room with a football, a very soft football that my dad bought recently. Would you like to show it off to the screen, Dad, or unless Luke hands it to you? But at the moment, it's an Australian that's leading, Remy Gardner, from a Spaniard and Aaron Canet, then an Italian.
Who's Canet?
Canet's miles away.
Miles away, aye.
I said it before you did for once.
That's only fighting for third place now.
Exactly.
Between Bezzecchi.
It's only second and third that there's a fight going on for, and third place. Sorry, not second and third. Third place is going on.
Fernandez lost a crucial 20 points there.
Precisely. And as it stands, he's going to be 36 points back in the championship. Bezzecchi is going to close right up. If only Bezzecchi could do a bit better in this race, he would be a bit closer to Fernandez. One DNF and he could be out of the championship points. I mean, that's happened a lot before in history. I mean, 2005 is an example of that, Dad, with Kimi Räikkönen, his last lap incident at the Nürburgring when he was leading.
There's some gap held there.
That's a lot. No World Test Championship. I'm not sure what that means, Naman. You're gonna have to
elaborate
on what you're saying there. I think the stream's going very well at the moment. I'm just checking what the percentage is on the battery. 44% is going very well, Dad, so it should last until hopefully the end of the race. If not, then that would be ideal.
You okay?
And yeah, do you want to wear these hats? And look how silly he looks.
Come on, Sam, you can do it. Where are you, 9th?
All right, no need to laugh at me, Nelson Muntz.
No.
Get it? Nelson Muntz from The Simpsons. Seems laugh. You don't follow cricket? Oh, no, I don't. I'm not a big fan of cricket. Hello, Big Man J.
Oh, what's happened?
And that's number 19. I don't know who that is.
Technical issue.
And it is Del Porta. No, I don't follow cricket. I'm not a fan of cricket. I never will be. I think Scots are just not born to play cricket.
We're a gash at cricket.
Exactly. We're better at rugby and football. I think.
And curling.
And curling. And darts as well. We're really good at darts. Evan told me he had to go. Huh? Yeah, so it must. Yeah, you guys must be. There must be like a chat between Evan and you must be on Discord chatting away or something like that. But yeah,
slow-mo there, isn't it?
Yeah, lovely slow-mo. Obviously, we can't show it because we'll get claimed. The channel will get claimed, so we're not going to show it. But are you really going to leave YouTube? Not for now. I've only got a few days left of school, which is really good. I've only got 3.5 days left of school to do because it's a half day on Thursday. But for 7 or is it 8 weeks? I think it's 8 weeks. We're off, and there'll be all kinds of amazing stuff. There'll definitely be a vlog for Silverstone, since me and Dad are heading to Silverstone. So there won't be a watch along for Silverstone because we'll actually be at the race. When you leave, you will be able to make so many videos. I don't understand what that means, but anyway, And Luke's playing with a bunch of outdoor toys on the side, which never ends well. Joe Roberts, the American, running in 10.
Ouch.
And we're nearly 2 hours into the stream, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm just going to quickly check something and see when the MotoGP is on.
Usually 1 o'clock.
It'll be on earlier than that to avoid. When you leave school, you'll have 7 weeks to make so many videos. That's what I understand it now. Yeah, there'll be a lot of race watch-alongs for sure.
Yeah.
Luke's 5 minutes of Luke being chaotic. I could honestly make. And that's who is that?
Can't see because no number on 35.
It's
35.
35.
You'll not see it there because he's last. We're beside Dixon.
Yeah, he will
be. Bezzecchi.
Bezzecchi beat Gian Antonio. I have to go back to see you at school. Yeah, I'll see you too. See you too.
Yeah, see. You want Liam's phone or my phone or Mum's phone?
Let's see. When does Moto 3 start today? So it's almost lunchtime. So once this is finished, we will have a break and then we will have the MotoGP.
Mm-hmm.
So the way it's going to work is MotoGP will be on in at 1 o'clock, which is in an hour or so's time. So we will take a break. We might end this stream and we'll start another one. And I'll put like a timestamp for those.
Liam's phone?
I missed it.
Oh, Bezzecchi getting passed.
And Bezzecchi's been passed by Gian Antonio. Battle of the Italians for third. Meanwhile, in front of them, a Spaniard and an Australian. And Bezzecchi back
past them. Is he on the racing line? Yes, he is.
This is going to be a decent duel, this is. This is going to be a very decent duel, hopefully. But yeah, once this race is finished, we'll go to a break. We'll have our lunch. And then we will start another stream for the MotoGP and Formula 1 watch-alongs. I think we could call this the feeder series watch-along. And then we'll have the big watch-alongs for F1 and MotoGP. So, 11 laps to go here at the Sachsen Ring, and at the moment, Remy Gardner dominantly leading from Aaron Canet, and arguably and would you say Moto2 is the most boring out of Moto3, Moto2, and MotoGP?
No.
I would. And
but Del Porter got issues.
And Del Porter the race.
I wouldn't say it's boring. I would just say it's. How can I put it?
Not as good as MotoGP or Moto3.
The reason why Moto3 is because they're so slow. That's how it is so interesting.
And MotoGP because
this goes Moto2 is skill definitely because the engines are exactly the same. They all run the Triumph engine, so they're all exactly the same. It just goes by your chassis and your
team
skill
and your constructor, your team, the people who because that's the thing. People some of the riders who aren't with as good teams as Gian Antonio back through up into third, but he's run wide. So he's lost place.
And he's going to get hit by the Javier.
I'm just going to check something. When's the football on today? Just kind of look. Queen's finals happening. Italy v Wales.
That'll be a good match.
So it'll be
that do or die for Wales, I take it.
Yeah, there's not any game tonight. I don't.
Back past them again.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't notice. My apologies. I was just checking if there was another game tonight. So yeah, Wales.
Bye.
Wales are facing arguably one of the best dressed managers. But that's. Hello. Oh, and that's another inappropriate name. You are getting removed as well. You can see what it is, Dad. You'll see it in a second. So yeah. Yeah, that's a very inappropriate name, isn't it? Yeah. Very dodgy name. So this is a family friendly channel. We do not condone that sort of language around here. So if you want to comment in the chat and to join this community, you must have a username which is not inappropriate.
Bezzecchi's back ahead.
Yes, he is.
9 laps to go. I think we can safely say, unless there's any issues for Remy Gardner, he's won this one. And for Art Canet being second, because he is about 2 seconds ahead of Bezzecchi.
Who is beginning to pull away a bit from Gian Antonio.
I think Antonio had a wee bit of an issue here. What's this? He must have. Was this when he ran wide?
Yeah, this was.
Yeah, he missed his break and ran wide.
I lost all momentum. All the momentum he had through there, he lost because it's a few very fast
look how
corners.
much he lost doing that move. From being a bike length behind to being about 20 bikes behind. Wow, he's catching him there right enough.
2.1 seconds.
Whoa! Bezzecchi had a big slide there.
2.1
Trying to get keen on the power.
2.1 between Canet and Bezzecchi. But the Gian Antonio running just behind Bezzecchi in fourth. Then it's Vierge, Ogura, Schroeter, Navarro, Lowe's, and Roberts. So overall, that equals 7 nationalities in the top 10. As we have Australia, Germany, Britain, America, Spain, Japan, and Italy. So 7 nationalities in the top 10. That's pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of diversity. You gotta love to see that. It's good to see there's so many riders from different places.
There's Lowe's at the back of that pack now.
And Lowe's is caught up.
Bezzecchi, what's he saying? Plus 2 over De Gia.
And again, another inappropriate name, so you're getting removed as well.
No, sorry, not to repeat it. Yes, darling. Yes. Yes.
As I said, all inappropriate people will be banned from the channel. All of their messages will be hidden.
Yeah, Lowe's update.
Deleted.
Come on, Lowe's, you can do it. Keep pushing. Who's next in your Shotter's next in your list? Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Luke's being very, very loud as
8 laps
always.
to go and I'll push your car. 8 laps to go.
No.
Yes. Yes. 8 laps to go.
Just kind of Luke, what can you do here with the editing? Let's see. I'm going to switch the title a little bit to
6 seconds, yeah, can't 2 seconds. 2.2 ahead of Bezzecchi. Remy's got 6.5 seconds over Canet. Yes, Luke. Fastest lap. He's consistent, 125s. Remy is.
Yeah, Lem. Well, it is a bit racist, that comment. He was a bit confused as to why it was racist, inappropriate. Yeah, I'm glad. That
Beep, 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 beep. This is like a freight train now for 3rd place.
Exactly. And the bikes are like the haulage on the train.
I'm sore, Luke. That's my toes.
Yeah, Luke's being very loud right now. All right.
Come on, Lowe's, you can do it. Come on, Lowe's. Get shot up.
Okay, let's just. I'm gonna add a few tags. Formula 3, F3.
Navarro's dropping off the back of that pack now. What about tyre issues?
And save. There we go. I've saved it now. So yeah, it's changed the tags.
7 laps to go. 7 laps to go.
And we've got 7 laps to go. This feeder series.
Remy's
Watchalong.
6.8 now. He's 6.5 in the last lap. Ow. And took your horn.
You gonna honk your horn, Luke? Honk the horn on the steering wheel?
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Boing.
Got an itchy nose. There we go. But wow, we've got 6 people watching. Absolutely fantastic. We've got 6 laps to go. 6 people and 6 laps to go. How coincidental.
Come on, Lowe's. Come on, Sam.
We've got Luke being quite loud, but just ignore that if you can. He's only 4, so he doesn't know any better or any worse. Actually, he does know worse. He does know worse. He doesn't know how to do really loud and screamy. And goodbye, Alice. Goodbye. Again, I don't like curry. I know, because again, that's also really, really. Why is everyone so? How many people have I had to get rid of now from this stream? About 4 people. Jeez.
Can it sliding his way around there at the second place?
Yep.
Look at the heat haze coming off the back of the exhaust.
Yeah.
That's a good picture, good image.
He might not be the only
What's he looking at? Oh, he's looking at the next corner.
He's not the only number 44 who might be on the podium, of course, today.
Yeah, Lewis could be, yeah.
Lewis Hamilton could be on the podium. And hello.
Hello,
Do you want to say hi?
No, you don't. Okay.
So 5 laps to go now, and our stream is peaking at the moment. We got. You'll get the remote once the race is finished, mate.
Five to go.
We got 5 laps to go.
5 to go.
Oh my goodness, my nose is so itchy. But yeah, we've got a Renas, Navarro, Lowe's, Shorter. I mean, the top 10's hardly changed. If it has changed, then it's been very small. I think Arenas has overtook Roberts, but apart from that, it's been absolutely nothing that's happened. I mean, it's a typical Moto2 race around the Sachsen ring. One of the leaders spins it, and then it becomes extremely boring. But yeah, we'll have 5 more laps of this, and then we'll go for a break, and then we'll go and come back for the big series of MotoGP and Formula 1. But that stream is going to be just as long as this one, of course, because of how long both of them are. Yeah, thank you everyone for watching.
7 seconds he's got. Wow. I mean, he's pulling the pin.
I mean, he's got tunnel vision at the moment, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's good form this year. Very good form this year.
Yeah, after an all right year last year, he's massively stepped it up. So.
Yeah, he well deserves a MotoGP ride.
We've hit 10 likes on the stream now. That's amazing. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Thank you, Dad, for coming on. I know we're not finished yet, but I'm just... we've got 11 likes now. Thank you again.
I think Bezzecchi's catching Canet.
And...
that doesn't look like 2 seconds.
You could be right there. I think Canet will just be managing his tyres now, managing his pace.
I think Bezzecchi could smell second place.
He's like the monsters in A Quiet Place. They can't see, but they can hear.
Lewis is just not making any ground up and slaughter.
Basically, how it works is if even one human makes a noise, the monsters will just kill them. That's how it works. So basically, it's just a film full of silence. If it was the Simon and Garfunkel song, it would be The Sound of Silence. The sound of silence. That's Vierge, and is that Gian Antonio? Or is that someone else? I'm not completely sure, but if it is, then good move from him. But he's
going to get him inside.
But he's
he's had to sit up.
Yeah, it is the Gian Antonio. We got 4 laps to go now. It's going to be 3 as here comes Remy Gardner coming out of the last corner now to start what is going to be the 3rd last lap of the race. Phase Shrek. That's a good name. That's a good name. Thank you.
Oh, Fernandez is gutted. Look at him.
Yeah, poor old Raul Fernandez. He's only a young lad, and
got a big future ahead of him.
He has got a big future, just like Costa has, and someone's. I think that'll be Posty. You can look at that. It's just gonna be me for about a minute or so. So it's gonna be very awkward. But 3 laps to go, as I said. Gardner's is doing absolutely fantastic at the moment, dominating this race on the KTM bike. KTM not only produce bikes but cars as well. So yeah. And that's Canet, who is I think he is losing a bit of time. Dad's right. I think he is losing a bit of time now to Bezzecchi, who's closing in on him. So it's number 44 v number 72. And last lap, Bezzecchi was 0.3 quicker. Hello, Marcus. Welcome to the chat. Marcus McNeil, who goes to school with me. At the moment, we are watching basically motorbikes, which is, yeah, motorbikes. And it's basically the junior version of that. So it's basically big bikes, very fast, but not as fast as bigger ones. And we got Lucas on. No, is it? I think is Lucas and we got Lucas and Marcus in the chat. That's very interesting. We've got a bunch of school of them in the chat. This is a penultimate lap of the race now. We've only got 2 laps left of this race, and it should end bang on 12 o'clock, which is absolutely amazing because that's when I'm gonna have my lunch. But making a new phase montage. Oh, that's good. Good on you. Good on you, Lucas. Hello, Romark. It's just everyone in the chat is now just from my school, and we have just hit the 2-hour mark on the stream. Everyone, our viewers peaked at 10, and our likes peaked at 11. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. It's been a fantastic stream. Really enjoyed it. My dad is probably going to be on for the rest of the stream. Yes, we have been live for 2 hours now. It's absolutely insane. But Dad will be back. We have just hit the 2-hour mark on the stream.
What we've got 2 laps to go.
Penultimate lap of the race. We're almost heading on to the final lap now.
Oh, 7 seconds. He's going to win that. What's Bezecchi?
Bezecchi's not going to beat him.
Bezecchi not. It always took a second to can it.
Look at that. There's a load of boys from my school that are in the chat. So say hi to them.
Hi.
Don't worry, none of them are being well, bad.
Is he going to catch him? That's the last lap.
Yeah, unless he can pull something out of his
bag.
Out of the bag. Well, to be fair, it is 8/10 now. All right, see you later, Marcus. I will have fun. Got lunch in a minute. This stream should end bang on 2 o'clock. Not 2 o'clock. Not 1 o'clock either. It's 12 o'clock. I meant. Sorry. I got the number.
There's somebody off.
Oh, who is that?
Oh,
and it's Vierge. Vierge from 6th place down out of the race.
So it's giving a gift from Loza place on the last lap.
And Vierge down out of the race.
He must be gutted.
Furious.
It's like he's just overshot the corner.
And well, it could have been any of those. It could have been. He could have had a high side.
So what's that? Lows up to 6th. Oh, gutted to drop it in the last lap.
Yeah, Lucas has just put F in the chat for Vierge. Yeah, on the last lap he was running 6th.
Oh,
and
Roberts has crashed as well.
Roberts has binned it as well from like 10th
last
place.
Lap.
Yeah, 2 riders have binned it in the space of 1 lap. But here comes Remy Gardner around the final corner for KTM, for the Red Bull KTM IO team, and he is going to win. And Agura's fallen off as well.
Wow, what's happening with them all?
Oil on the track, maybe?
No.
Vierge wins. Not Vierge. Gardner wins, though.
Second, Bezecchi's third. Bezecchi was never going to win that.
But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. It's been a very entertaining stream. We'll be back at 1 o'clock for the Formula 1.
Even later, look.
For MotoGP. And then we'll have...
big stoppie by Remy Gardner.
And then at 2 o'clock, we will have the Formula 1. Look,
you
say bye.
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 Bye. Done.